My blissful gorgeous self, before you were born, you had three possibilities. Either become plant or trees or animals or human being. When you are born and raised and grown up into a human form, you have two possibilities. Either remain reckless, bottomless, spineless, devilish person or develop some humanness to become very sex-oriented, worldly materialist guy. If you become materialist, you have two possibilities. Either become leftist, liberal, Marxist, Naxalite, communist, Congress, RSS people, or BJP people, CPM people, APIA, or TMC, or followers of all these kinds of fellows you can become. Or you become Jews or Muslims or Christians or Zoroastrians or Buddhists, or become a Hindu, my dear friends. If you have chosen to become a Hindu, you have three possibilities. Stay as mediocre 10 to 5 office working Hindu, farmers Hindu, industry owner Hindu, business expert Hindu, political leader Hindu, or truth-searching Hindu, or a Hindu Swami, Hindu yogi, power spots visiting Hindu, sacred vacationing Hindu, going on yoga traveling Hindu, doing Tirtha Yatra, a holy man visiting Hindu, or Gita Upanishad, Srimad Bhagavata studying Hindu. If you chose to become holy man, visiting Hindu holy man, you have three possibilities, my dear friends. You may select the goal of your spiritual life either in Nirgun Nirakar Brahm or Sagun Nirakar Ishwar or Sagun Sakar Bhagavan. Okay? Sagun Sakar Bhagavan loving Hindu you can become. You have these possibilities. Either find your guru to guide you on the path of Nirgun Nirakar Brahm or Sagun Nirakar Ishwar or Paramatma or Sagun Sakar Bhagavan. If you happen to choose Nirgun Nirakar Brahm, your path will be Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga or Vedanta. You are following intellectual approach to the ultimate reality. You can follow, you can grow into your eligibility test. Check your psychological spiritual growth by developing Sham, Dam, Uparati, Shat Sampatti, Shraddha, Samadhan. As much you evolve into these courses with the study of Yoga Vasishtha, Upanishads, Vivek Chudamani, you will go more and more enlightened. More and more enlightened you become. And you will be blissed out in Brahmatmic experience, my dear friends. If you selected Sagun Nirakar, you must develop Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. After Viveka Khyati or Dharmamik Samadhi, with studying Yoga Sutras, you will attain Nirvikalpa Samadhi. You will become extremely sensitive on the path of yoga meditation. You are on the technical path of higher realization or mathematical approach to God realization. you become Lord of many supernatural powers. If you selected the path of Sagun Sakar Bhagavan, you have 5 great possibilities, my dear friends. Nirgun Nirakar is like H2O, abstract, hydrogen and oxygen, gases. Sagun Nirakar, effulgent divine light, is like liquid water. And Sagun Sakar is like solid ice in many forms. Abstract air, the pure consciousness is the same. So, you can focus your love, devotion to Bhagavan, Ganesh or Bhagavan Shiv or Bhagavati Durga Mata, or Sun God or Bhagavan Narayan or Bhagavan Ram or Bhagavan Krishna. You can choose any one of them. Mantras, worship, scriptures will be different to study, my dear friends. With these 5, including these many incarnations, there are hundreds. Can we include Jesus and Muhammad also among them? Then answer is no, never do that. Why so? Because Jesus and Muhammad are imperialistic, colonial, dictatorial ideology. Okay? They are anti-Vedic, they are pollutant, they are conversion-based cult. So, must keep considerable distance from these separatist world war monger cults, my dear friends. Okay? If you choose Sri Krishna, you have to recite or study Srimad Bhagavatam, Garg Samhita, Brahma Vivarta Puran. If you choose Sri Ram, you have to study Ramayanam. And if you choose Ganesh Ji, then Ganesh Puran. And if you select Shiva consciousness, then you have to study Shiva Puran and related literature. Just as ice is water, water is just a combination of hydrogen and oxygen. Same way, all forms of Shiva, Krishna, Divine Mother are composed of pure Satchidanandam, pure consciousness, bliss consciousness. They are indestructible. Okay? They only appear and disappear. Their forms are composed of antimaterial atoms. As soon as your devotion is complete, they appear and communication begins. Reciprocation continues all life. All it counts, your fitness test, eligibility test is solely based on your bhakti. What is bhakti, my dear? So what is bhakti? Bhajanam bhakti. Kim nama bhajanam? Bhajanam nama rasanam. When you start relishing, tasting, enjoying each of the holy name, holy form of Bhagavan, holy name of Bhagavan, holy abode of Bhagavan, and the holy pastimes of Bhagavan, remembering, hearing, and what? Whispering narrations of his Leela Katha and glories and frolics of Bhagavan, you enjoy so much, then it is Bhajanam Namarasanam. Second is Bhago Bhakti. When you dedicate, when you sacrifice, when you offer yourself solely to Bhagavan, No worldly person, place, things can claim his or her right on your time, place and belongings, my dear friends. Giving God second place is equal to not believing Him at all. Now, the third definition of bhakti is bhanjanam bhakti. Nipping in the bud all your attachments and aversion, all seeds of maya, moha, kleshas, avidya, anti-bhakti ideas, trampling them every time, eliminating them everywhere, destroying them always and always and always. Bhajanam bhakti. That is bhanjanam bhakti. Apart from local Bhargava Manusmriti, there is a special Naradji author, Naradiya Manusmriti and Narad Pancharatra. Atha Om. Atha Om means Yadrishtam Tannashtam. All whatever is visible are perishable sooner or later. Okay? Everything, every place, every person is composed of atoms, electrons and protons and neutrons, and they are constantly shaking, moving, vanishing. Sansaratiti sansara. In here everything, every place, every person is changing, moving fast, vanishing away, perishing away. Therefore, the name of this world is in Sanskrit Sansara. Sansara, Sansaratiti sansara. On top, Bhagavad Gita has put a signboard on this. Dukkhalayam Shashvatam. It's a board of mirage. It's a board of misery. Everything is changing fast. Even you cannot step in the same river twice. Attaining human appearance, you must develop humanness. Then act out your duties and responsibilities and skillfully, honestly as you can. Then Malvikshep Avaran will vanish away, my dear friends, by doing actions according to Naradiya Manusmriti or Pancharatra. Then what will happen, my dear friends? What will happen in your life? Madgunasruti matrena mai sarvagvashaye manogatiravicchinna yatha gangam vasambudo. Constant flow, like a constant flow of the river Ganga. Your senses, your mind, your feelings of heart, non-stop flows and flows ceaselessly, my dear friends. Bharahi nirantara hojina pure. You listen the topic of Sri Krishna is desperately, so desperately, with such a deep thirst that never turns enough, my dear friend. Anyone who says enough has not even started to hear. As ocean never gets full, his or her ears never get full. Tunde tandavini ratim vitanute tundavali labdaye कर्णक्रोडकडम्बिनी घटयते कर्णार्बुदेभ्यस्पृहाम्. Radhaji says, dear gopis, when I whisper Krishna, I wish to have 1,000 tongues to utter, to taste sweetness of the holy name. And when I hear Krishna name, I wish, I love to have millions of ears to enjoy sweetness of immortal sound. Sri Swami Akhandananda Maharaj says, Madhusudan Saraswati used to be the wisest holy man in Varanasi few hundred years ago. He was almost like the Dharma Sambrat Peskar Patri Swamiji Maharaj. A vagabond Paramahansa arrived one day, and when he was writing his book Advaita Siddhi, he looked at him and questioned, Madhusudan, tell me honestly, when in the public you are debating with a tougher scholar and you have no idea, no answer to the question, then do you worry? Do you feel offended? Do you feel afraid? Madhusudanji said, Holy Sire, yes I do. Then he asked, when you have successfully defeated all opponents in the public debate, you are being applauded and garlanded and there are cheers everywhere. Do you feel excited? And Madhusudan Saraswati thought for a moment and he said, yes Maharaj, I do feel. That was his answer. Then the Paramahansa said, then your obsession with the mind hasn't finished yet. Then what kind of Advaita Siddhi you are writing about? My dear hypocrite, Madhusudanji said, I never thought like that. I never thought that way, Holy Sire. How the obsession with the body, mind, ego could be deleted into that extent? I cannot imagine. Paramahansa said, if you cannot imagine, that doesn't mean you should not believe in the truth. Paramahansa said, yes, complete annihilation of obsession is possible, but not your way. It is possible through Krishna Bhakti. And Madhusudan Saraswati fell down at his feet and requested, Holy Sire, save me being a hypocrite. I don't want to be hypocrite. Then in that case, get reason above. Transcend the baloney of obsession with the body, mind, ego. So, when requested, Paramahansaji gave him initiation into Holy Gopala Mantra, and he meditated with this mantra for about 6 months. But nothing special happened. Then negative thoughts came in his mind. Suddenly, while his evening walk one day on the beaches of Ganga river, he met an SC/ST guy who commented on what is going on in his mind. Shocked with surprise, Madhusudan Saraswati asked him, how he knew all my personal matters. And then he told him without concealing anything, a powerful spirit is under my control. He whispers past and future of any stranger in my ears, and I do the miracles. And Madhusudan Saraswati said, can I have that technique, please? And the SCST guy said, yes, of course, Holy Sire, it is easy. It is just 3 days course. And the Swami did it, my dear friend, but nothing happened again. Swami was furious, scolded the guy for fooling him. And he said, let me inquire Swamiji from the spirit. Spirit told him Swamiji has done Gayatri Puruscharan and Sri Krishna Gopal Mantra Puruscharan. As a result, he has aura of such a strong, big level energy vibration that whenever I try to reach him and to give him something to help him, I get shock of 1,000 voltage electricity. Please inform him, Swami, and inform the Swami to stop my mantra. Don't chant my mantra, otherwise I might get barbecued. Tell him, continue doing Gopal mantra as before for another 6 months, and you will get fulfillment with lots of spiritual power. As soon as Gopal mantra course completed, boom! A fulgent light of delight spread all around, my dear friend, and before Madhusudan Saraswati Swami, in front of his eyes, from the center of that light, brilliant light, here comes Bhagavan Sri Krishna Chandra himself with a big smile. So, what is the definition of bhakti, my dear friends? Anya vilashita shunyam jnana karmadyanavritam anukulena krishnanu shilanam bhaktiruttama. This is the definition of bhakti which Madhusudan Saraswati got fulfilled. He attained fulfillment with these qualifications. So, what is bhakti, my dear friends? No desire at all except Krishna, no attraction for international news, no fascination for shining car and $1 million home. Just abide by Krishna's will is the way of life. Constantly dwelling on Krishna's love. That is bhakti. That is bhakti. Well, Anushilan Chintan was being done by even Constance Paul, but is that called bhakti? No. That is no bhakti. That was out of aversion, out of fear, out of hatred they were doing. So that is not bhakti. Even though it is ceaseless, although it is constant, but it is no bhakti, my dear friend. Only anukulyena krishnasya, that is bhakti. That matters most. It becomes bhakti only when minus with Krishna is developed. Krishna is my own. Krishna is my Lord, my Master, my Swamin. And this is Dasabhav. This is how you develop ownness with Krishna. My Father in the heaven are my dear friends, my baby Krishna, that is Vatsalya Bhav. My friend Krishna, that is Sakhya Bhav. My beloved Krishna is Madhur Bhav, my dear friend. This is how you develop bhakti. That makes our love bhakti. Therefore, whatever, whenever, however comes in your hand, shout out aloud. What to shout out? Even you have no situation to shout aloud. Shout, scream out aloud mentally. Okay, scream out. What to scream out? Anena Sri Krishna Priyatam, Anena Sri Krishna Priyatam, Anena Sri Krishna Priyatam, and offer it to him, and he will become your own. Your Dasabhav, Sakhya Bhav, Madhur Bhav, whatever you offer him is accepted. By following Narada's Manusmriti and Navadha Bhakti, which means Sravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Mandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atma Nivedanam. These are 9 symptoms of bhakti, my dear friends. Listening Srimad Bhagavad Katha, singing songs of pastimes of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, and thinking of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, worshipping Bhagavan Sri Krishna, your heart has become so soft that Krishna gets imprinted upon it, my dear friends. At the same time, this is so soft, so delicate, so fragile, but it holds Krishna with the hardest grip. The rope of mineness, is so tight and so strong that life after life, body changes, mind changes, house changes, parents change, even your education, your programming of mind changes, but that rope never changes, my dear friends. That belongingness with Krishna never changes. Rather it keeps tightening up, becoming stronger and stronger and stronger, tightening up on and on and on, and Krishna has become your own. You have found bhakti, my dear friends, here. So celebrate the festival of your getting Krishna in the folds of your arm. You are now a trillionaire. You are the emperor of the world. So celebrate. Anya vilasita shunyam jnana karmadyanavritam anukulena krishnanu shilanam bhaktiruttama.